ready to fight? Damn right! You ready to fight? Damn right! You ready to fight? Damn right! You ready to fight? Damn right! Gloria, Riva.
Sisters and brothers, on behalf of my members here today, on behalf of the Answer Coalition, I salute the International Longshore and Warehouse Union for your courageous stance against the war, because you are doing what every union should do, and that is to take political stands beyond just the struggle in the workplace and for a better contract. The workers, and especially the labor movement, has the greatest responsibility to fight this war, because it's the working class that is producing all the weaponry and sends their sons and daughters to fight and die. And yet we are the ones who pay the ultimate price, while big business and oil corporations get richer by the minute. And isn't it interesting that none of those who are running for president of the Democrats and Republicans even says a word about the highest profits ever made by any corporation in world history, Exxon's $40 billion last year. Sisters and brothers, I went to Iraq 3 times in the 1990s and 2001 during the U.S. blockade of Iraq, when over 1 million people died by hunger, starvation, and a total U.S. shutdown of that country. I saw thousands of children and older people in hospitals dying before me. And I can tell you this, that the wars will continue until we realize as a people that there is no justification for any United States aggression, intervention, blockade, sanctions, or any action against other people. We must realize that, because we really have the power and we have the obligation, and I know we will end this war and any future wars. But I also want to say something that is taking place in this country in the midst of this election campaign. And that is the terrible rise of racism being perpetrated by the U.S. media and this government and certain opportunist politicians, especially on the attack on Reverend Jeremiah Wright. Reverend Wright is right. And if he can't speak out against racism, if he can't say that the United States government is a terrorist government, then who can? And so therefore, we shouldn't get waylaid by whether his speech was right timed or anything. He has a right to speak the truth. I wish to say also that on behalf of those who can't attend May Day marches or any other march, those who are behind the prison walls in this country, the more than 2 million poor people, and those political prisoners, Mumia Abu Jamal, Leonard Peltier, the Angola 3 in Louisiana, the Cuban 5, Matula Shakur, and so many others like the Puerto Ricans who fight for justice beyond the workers' struggle. We also want to remember them here. They are present with us. I want to just point out that I think that America is waking up because of this economic crisis and the war and the absolute outrage of what the capitalist system is, that a construction worker, an iron worker, can build these great marvels of bridges and skyscrapers, and as soon as their job is done and there is no more work, they can be homeless. Or nurses and hospital workers who can't even qualify for health care. There is plenty of wealth in this country. The workers produce everything. It belongs to us. Thank you. On this May Day, you have made history, ILWU. I will never forget your great shutdown of the San Francisco port in 1984 against the apartheid regime of South Africa. You took on a risk and you held strong, and you're holding strong today. You are a vanguard, and people will know you around the world today. Long live International Workers' Day.